Gonna move on with another word. MTV. MTV, very personal word for me, and I'll share a little bit later, maybe on Saturday when I speak with you guys about why this word is so important. In 1994, MTV broke new ground with the first openly gay HIV/AIDS activist on television. You remember Pedro Zamora? Pedro Zamora's life on the Real World San Francisco became an inspiration to young people everywhere. I was in 11th grade. Many of you may also remember in 1994, MTV added another openly gay character played by actor Wilson Cruz on the show My So-Called Life. Another show I was glued to the television watching. This also starred the Emmy and Golden Globe winning actress Claire Danes. I vividly remember watching these two stories. Again, I was in 11th grade, I felt alone. I was thinking of suicide, remember thinking, wow, maybe one day I will have the courage to tell someone my secret. And just maybe they will continue to love and accept me, just like on these shows. Throughout the years, MTV has continued LGBT inclusive and culturally responsible programming. For example, just recently, MTV was the leading media sponsor and supporter of October 2011 Spirit Day. I don't know if you remember that day. Everyone was wearing purple. I think many people were asking, why is everyone in purple? Spirit Day against LGBT bullying, turning its on-air logo purple and enlisting the participation in cast members even from Jersey Shore. They then aired a new documentary titled Coming Out, which followed two 20-somethings that embarked upon a very personal journey, revealing to the world or to their parents or their family, their friends, that they were gay. Following the unfortunate teen suicide linked to anti-gay bullying last year, specifically the death of the Rutgers University student Tyler Clementi, MTV partnered with Brittany Snow and others to help spread messages of love and hope to teens through this campaign called Love is Louder. Next, MTV launched a new campaign titled A Thin Line, which empowered over 1 million young people to stop the spread of digital abuse. 2010, it was named the #1 network by our friends GLAAD in their Network Responsibility Index, indicating that 42% of the original primetime programming included content reflecting the lives of gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender persons. Later this month, MTV will air another groundbreaking special titled It Gets Better with Dan Savage. This special will spotlight the emotional and societal struggles many LGBT youth face. It Gets Better will air on MTV and Logo, I believe on Tuesday, February 21st. I can go on and on about the amazing work and efforts of MTV, what they've done to send a clear message to all youth, in particular LGBT youth, helping to open up the hearts and minds of our straight allied youth. And so I just want to say CESCaL is very proud, and I'm very proud, to honor MTV with the 2012 Award for Excellence in LGBTQIA inclusive and culturally responsible programming. Accepting this award on behalf of MTV is the very man in charge of MTV Productions. Please help me in thanking the Executive Vice President of Programming and Head of Productions of MTV, Chris Lynn.
It was better than Paula Abdul would have done.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was
all
really
right.
good.
Where does it go? Like this. Okay. I want to make it backwards. All right.
Nice, thank you.
That's
good. Thank you so much. I have to tell you guys, it's an incredible honor to be here, and on behalf of MTV, I'd really like to thank you guys, first of all, for inviting us and for presenting us with this incredible honor. This is really meaningful to me, both personally and professionally. As a kid growing up in a past decade, which shall remain unnamed, I could have never imagined that this kind of event could even ever take place, that educators would be able and be allowed to come together and to discuss the need to help LGBT youth. That's something that just I couldn't even contemplate. So the fact that you guys are giving your time to come and do this today is really, really inspiring. I also could have never imagined having such a cool job or to work for such an amazing company whose corporate culture not only encourages inclusivity and encourages diversity, but celebrates it openly every day, behind the scenes and also in front of the camera. It's amazing to work for a company where your open sexuality is absolutely not an issue in any way. With approximately 100 million viewers in the US and almost 500 million viewers around the world, we're keenly aware of the power that we have with our viewers. With that power comes enormous responsibility. At MTV, we believe that we have an obligation to use our superpowers for good. And we're very proud of the work that we've done throughout the years to celebrate diversity and to promote positive LGBT role models. I could go through the list of our accomplishments, but clearly our press department shared those with Vinny as well, so I will. You're going to get off easy because that was a chunk of my speech. He did a much better job than I would have. But we are incredibly proud of what we've done, and we're very proud of the special that we have coming up next week that Vinny mentioned, called It Gets Better. On Tuesday, February 21st, we will be presenting the It Gets Better special starring Dan Savage, the syndicated columnist, author, and the co-creator of the It Gets Better project. He's also starring in a new series we have coming up called Savage You, which follows Dan as he goes to college campuses, answering questions, meeting with kids on one-on-one, and giving them advice about love, sex, and relationships. The special highlights the emotional struggles that many LGBT youth face every day. It focuses on 3 stories of young people, each at a different point in the coming out process. There's a young man on the verge of coming out to his family and friends. There's a young woman who is a lesbian, who is out but is still fighting for parental acceptance. And there's a transgender man preparing to get married. The special airs on both MTV and our sister network Logo on the 21st at 11 p.m. and I'm very proud to share with you a trailer that will give you a little taste of what the show is like.
I felt worthless and just useless. Like I felt like I couldn't make anybody happy.
I would go home, just sit in darkness and just cry and just like turn my back on the world.
I'm Dan Savage. When I heard about gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender teens taking their own lives after being bullied, my partner Terry and I decided to post a video online to let them know it gets better. You have to live your life so that you're around for it to get amazing, and it can and it will.
Honestly, things got better the day I left high school.
Who knew a single video would turn into a worldwide movement?
I want to tell you that you're not alone.
I had a lot of shame about being different.
I hated high school. High school sucked.
Your life will get better.
There are now over 40,000 videos posted online with over 50 million views.
And every day, it gets better.
And the best part is, it's making a difference.
I'm Greg. It's been really hard hiding the fact that I'm gay.
My name's Aiden. Things have gotten so much better, and I'm about to get married.
Vanessa here. I came out the closet years ago, and I want my parents to truly accept that fact about me.
Join me and MTV February 21st as we follow the journeys of 3 brave young people who are making it better.
I was born a female, but internally, inside, I am a male. I want my marriage license, and I don't know how I'm going to react if somebody says, this paperwork says that you're female.
There's a group of my friends from my high school. I'm ready to come out to them. I want the secret to end.
I wish that she just stayed in the 12th grade. I think my mom is embarrassed of me. It's just that my dream for you has changed.
So join us as we take our next big step, because we have the power to make it better.
It Gets Better, February 21st at 11, following part 1 of the Teen Mom 2 finale special on MTV.
You won't want to miss either one of those, I promise you. I really do hope that you'll all take the time to watch that special and to encourage other people in your life to watch it. It's one of the things that we're most proud of. It's in working on the special and watching it, I was impressed how little the coming out process has actually changed. We're very fortunate that we live in a time where there are lesbian and gay, characters in media. societal ideas are changing about it, but yet the coming out process is still the same. You have the same fears of, will I be rejected? Will my parents still love me? Will I have to drop out of school because I don't have the support of my family? And so I think specials like this, where kids can watch the show with their parents in the same way that they do with Teen Mom, can really make a difference. Switching gears, before I started my career in television, I was actually a substitute teacher for a year. So I know a little bit firsthand, first of all, how incredibly difficult it is to be a teacher, particularly a substitute teacher, where you basically have a big target on your front and your back. But also, I had a sense of how difficult it must be to deal with these kinds of issues for kids and for the teachers. As educators, you have a unique opportunity to impact young people in ways that you may not even be aware of. How many of us remember that special teacher who said that one thing, who gave you that one bit of encouragement at the time when you needed it the most, that helped you get through so many of the tough times that came after that, years after that? For me, it was an acting teacher in junior high school who told me not to be afraid to be different, to take chances, to put myself out there. When she told me that I could do anything and I could be anything that I wanted to be, I knew that she really believed in me, and that helped me believe in myself. Even to this day, I think of her all the time. And I have wonderful parents who told me the same thing plenty of times. But kids are not stupid. They know that that's a parent's job, right? You have to say that you believe in your kid and you can be anything. They have to, whether they really believe it or not. The teachers are different. Whether you realize it or not, your words of guidance, of reassurance, can be infinitely more powerful than that of family. So never underestimate the power that you have as teachers on the lives of your students, particularly those who are LGBT, who may be in need of more encouragement than others. This morning, I had the good fortune to have breakfast with Vinnie Pompey, and I was totally blown away by the incredible story of how he became an educator and an activist, and how he's dedicated himself to this cause. When I told him that, I was so impressed with what he's done. He was very quick to turn the attention to all of you in this room, all of the people who've given their time and have made personal sacrifices to attend this conference. You all obviously share a common bond, and I find it incredibly inspiring that you would take time on a holiday weekend, that you would spend your own money to come here to educate yourself so you can educate others. I have an amazing amount of respect for all of you here tonight who are taking the time to do that. It's an honor to be in a room full of people who, as Tenna said, care enough to just stand up and do the right thing. So on behalf of everyone at MTV, I'd like to thank you for this award, and I want to applaud you for all the work that you're doing as educators. We will strive to do our best to honor the work that you do by continuing to make content at MTV that produces positive messages and role models for LGBT youth. Thank you so much for having us here, and good luck this weekend.